So if you've never watched the show before, now's a perfect time to start because we're starting over from the beginning and you get to watch an awesome show while also having the added commentary of me being snarky. I am going to be doing my best to do this as spoiler-free as possible for future events. And I do know that I do have some amnesia about some things, so I might go, I legitimately don't remember what happens next, so surprise for everybody. So if you have watched the show before, I ask you please not to do any but you know this is gonna happen in the future and you know who this person is, because I might know this and I honestly might forget, but I'm gonna find out pretty soon anyway. But this is for the people who don't know, so let them enjoy the ride too. This is a pilot. It info dumps the whole basis of you at the top and then lures you in with the rest. For the first couple episodes, I'm gonna do some bullet point recapping, kind of the way that I do Sailor Moon Crystal recaps, because you've watched the episode, I've watched the episode. Not too many things happen in the way of sucking you in, and sometimes when I know what's already gonna happen, I just snark instead of actually recap stuff. Snow White and Prince Charming have true love's kiss, get married, and have their wedding ruined by a diva in a black dress. As you do. And yes, everybody talks like this in Storybook Land. All the time. You get used to it. This is the world's slowest moving curse that looks like it's going fast. Thanks for giving Snow the chance to have a ridiculously fast first time labor just in time for the separated at birth subplot. And this is the most heartbreaking scene in a pilot I can ever remember watching, topped off with this beautiful shot of a reflection of Snow having a breakdown in the mirror. Emma Swan is a goddess in red and stilettos and gives everyone a proper lesson on what to do when someone throws wine in your designer dress. Give him a concussion. Also, Emma Swan is the anti-hero type 2, and don't forget that fact. It is very important. And she lives in the world's saddest apartment, and she has the world's saddest cupcake because today is Emma's birthday. Of course it is. Make me feel bad and love her already. Henry is the world's cutest exposition with very conveniently timed entrances. And yes, I adore him. Do not come at me with Henry hate because I love Henry. I have always loved Henry. I always will love Henry unless something happens. I mean, just look at him. He's so tiny and squeaky and cute, and I forgot just how tiny and squeaky and cute he is because, you know, I'm kind of watching Jared grow up over the last couple of years. Though someone needs to put Henry on a leash. I mean, I love the kid, but let's be real. Emma apparently falls under the trope of bad things happen to people who try to leave. Introducing Shady McShaderson. Much of Snow's attitude in the other world is very interestingly contrasted to herself in our world. She has a very bleak attitude about what's going to happen to them in the other world, and then in Storybrooke, she speaks some really powerful words to Emma. I gave the book to him because I wanted Henry to have the most important thing anyone can have: hope. Believing in even the possibility of a happy ending is a very important thing. Up until the curse is actually upon her, we can see just how little hope Snow has about the situation, which might be an indication of just how much we should fear the evil queen. For those just joining me, we wrap up every single episode with 3 or 4 of the best and very rarely the worst of each episode because I have stated repeatedly that I am only in this show for 3 things: hot people, hot clothes, and hot people in hot clothes making out. So here are today's bests. Best outfit goes to Snow White's wedding dress. I am not too fond of the wedding hairstyle, but I really like that dress. It also looks fantastic while being paired with this season's most chic accessory, a sword. The best foreshadowing goes to the Storybrooke. When Henry, or the wind, flips through it, you can see glimpses of so many illustrations: Wonderland, flying monkeys. The original pilot also mentioned Dracula and H.G. Wells. Just how many stories did this book contain, and how many places can we go with it? And the best pipsqueak goes to Henry. Speaking of somebody who is entirely caught up on the show, I honestly forgot just how itty bitty and teeny and tiny Jared used to be. Like, I squeaked really loudly. I was like, oh my god, he's so tiny and cute and I just wanna hugs forever. I know a lot of people don't like exposition kids or kids at all in TV shows, but I really do love this too smart for his own good kid, and I love Jared, and I just wanna give him a hug and Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on Thursday. It's gonna be really fun to see how far ahead I can film while still having all my Christmas lights up.